Hello guys, in this video we'll see the simplification technique, that is a Karnaugh map, also called as a K-map. I am Professor H.D. Padia from SHGMC Shegao. Before this simplification technique, we'll see that what is the Boolean function. In our previous video, we already discussed about the Boolean algebra. If you are not clear about the Boolean algebra, then I request you to watch the videos related to the Boolean algebra. The Boolean algebra deals with binary variables and the logic operation. But a Boolean function is described by an algebraic expression called the Boolean expression, which consists of the binary variables, the constants 0 and 1, and the logic operation symbols. A function that can be utilized to evaluate any Boolean output in a relation to its Boolean input by logical type of calculations. Such functions play a basic roles in a questions of the complexity theory as well as the design of the circuits and chips for the digital computers. The properties of a Boolean functions play a critical role in the cryptography, that is a computer security. There are the two types of Boolean functions. One is a min term and the second is a max term. First we'll see what do you mean by min term. A Boolean form in n variables, suppose the x1, x2, x3 up to the xn, consisting of the product of n terms such as this x1 product x2 product x3 up to the product xn, that is a product of xi where the x varies from 1 to n, that is the product of the n number of variables, that's we called a min term. The here I varies from the 1 to n is called a min term, a complete product or a fundamental product of the n variables. In the video, when we are discuss about the sum of product and product of sum, then first we have already discussed the elementary product and elementary sum. It is nothing but an elementary product. This elementary product term, that's we called a min term. Now the min term means a greatest lower bound in a lattice, that is also called as a mit operation and the product operation. It may be denoted as a star b, the a and b, a intersection b and a product b, and it is similar to the conjunction operation. For example, any single variable, that we can consider a min term, because this x, it is an elementary product. x1 product x2, it is also a elementary product, that's why a min term. x1 product x2 dash, a product b, a dash product b dash, and x product 1. All these are examples for the elementary product terms, that is min term. In min term, 0 is defined by a complement of a variable, or in reverse, a complement of a variable is defined by a 0 and 1 is defined by a variable, or in reverse we can consider any variable is defined by a 1. Let's have the example. Suppose we have a min term 0, 1, 0 and this min term is for the three variables x, y, z. Then we can define it as the x dash, because 0 means a complement of a variable, x dash product y product z dash, that is x complement y z complement. If we have three variables x, y, z, then there are the 8 different combinations starting from the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and the last is 1, 1, 1. Now, if we find out the mean terms for that, then it will the x dash, y dash, z dash, because 0 means complement of a variable, x complement, y complement, and the z complement. The decimal conversion of this 0, 0, 0 is 0, therefore its mean term will the small m 0. The next is 0, 0, 1, therefore its term will the x complement, y complement, and z, and its mean term is defined as the m1. The next is 0, 1, 0, that is x complement, y, z complement, and it is defined as the m2. 0, 1, 1, therefore it is x dash, y, z, and it is for the mean term 3, that is m3. The 1, 0, 0, x, y dash, z dash. 1, 0, 1, therefore it is x, y dash, z. 1, 1, 0, therefore it is x, y, z dash, and the last is 1, 1, 1, therefore it is x, y, z, and it is for the m7. Similarly, by replacing any variable by 1 and the complement of a variable by 0, we can find out its value. The second type of Boolean function is a max term. A Boolean form in n variables, the x1, x2, x3 up to the xn, consisting of the sum of n terms such as the x1 plus x2 plus x3 plus x4 up to the plus xn, that is the xi, where I varies from 1 to n, means any elementary sum term, that's we called a max term here. Here, if I is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 up to the n, then it is called a max term, or also called as a complete sum or a fundamental sum of the n variables. Means any elementary product is called mean term and elementary sum term is called a max term. Now again, the max term, it is equivalent to the least upper bound in the lattice, that is a joint operation in a lattice. In Boolean algebra, it is equivalent to the sum and the disjunction. It may be denoted as the A sum B, A or B, A union B, or the A plus B. The examples are the any single variable we can consider a max term. Therefore, x, the x1 sum x2, x1 sum x2 dash, A sum B, A dash sum B dash, and x sum 1. All these are the examples for elementary sum. That's why we are considered here as a max term. In the max term, we have exactly reverse to the mean term. Here, 0 is defined by a variable and 1 is defined by a complement of a variable. Or in reverse, we can consider if we have variable, then it should be defined by a 0 and complement of a variable should be defined by a 1. For example, we have 0, 1, 0. Now here 0 means a variable and 1 means a complement of a variable. Therefore, its respective max term is x plus y dash, that is complement of y, plus z. Similarly, if we have these three variables x, y, z, then again for all these 8 combinations 0, 0, 0, 2, 1, 1, 1, we can find out the term by replacing 0 by a variable and 1 by a complement of a variable. Therefore, if we look to this table, the first term for the 0, 0, 0 is x plus y plus z. For the 0, 0, 1, it is x plus y plus z dash. For 0, 1, 0, it is x plus y dash plus z. For 0, 1, 1, it is x plus y dash plus z dash. For 1, 0, 0, it is x dash plus y plus z. For 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, it is x dash plus y plus z dash. For 1, 1, 0, it is x dash plus y dash plus z. And for the last 1, 1, 1, it is x dash plus y dash plus z dash. And define as a capital M. The capital M0, M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6 and the capital M7. Likewise, we can find out a max term by replacing 0 by a variable and 1 means a complement of a variable. Now we'll move towards the next topic, that is a simplification technique. From the name we can define that will simplify something, will minimize something. In this section we'll discuss techniques other than the application of laws and the theorem of the Boolean algebra that we have discussed in the previous video. You can find in my YouTube channel the video related to the Boolean functions. Then you will get the simplification techniques by using the application of the laws and the theorems of the Boolean algebra. But now here, the primary objective of all the simplification procedures is to obtain an expression that has the minimum number of terms. Any expression with a minimum number of terms, that's we call a simplified expression. Obtaining an expression with the minimum number of literals is usually the secondary objective. If there is a more than one possible solution with the same number of terms, then the one having the minimum number of literals is the choice. There are the two techniques for the simplification of an expression. The first is the Karnaugh map method, also called as K-map, and second is the Quine-McCluskey tabular method. Now in this video we'll discuss only one, the first, that is the K-map method. But why the simplification technique is required? Suppose we have this generalized statement in bracket x product y plus in bracket x product y product z. Now for the product we use a AND gate and for this sum we use a OR gate. Therefore, for this expression we have to design the circuit by using these 4 gates. The first AND gate, it will generate the x product y. The second AND gate, it will generate the x product y and its input is connected to the second AND gate, and then with the combination with z, it will generate the x product y product z. When we supply these two bracket terms, these two as an inputs to the OR gate, then it will generate the output for an expression x product y sum the x product y product z. But now, can we simplify this expression? Then theoretically we'll look that in this the x product y, that's we can take common as a common outside the bracket, because in the both brackets the x product y is common. Therefore, if we take this x product y outside the bracket, then your simplified statement will the x product y, the bracket product 1 sum z. Now if we design the circuit for that, then we require the first AND gate that will generate the x product y. We'll use one OR gate to generate the 1 plus z, and then if we have supplied these two as an inputs to the third AND gate, then we'll get the output for an expression x product y, bracket product in bracket 1 sum Z. The output of both these circuits will same, but for the designing of the circuit for the generalized statement, generalized expression, we require the 4 gates, and the circuit for the simplified expression, we required only the 3 gates. If we compare the circuits for the general statement and the simplified statement, then the circuit for the general statement, it required the 4 gates, while the circuit for the simplified statement, it required only the 3 gates. If in any circuit the number of gates are reduced, then there are the lots of advantages. The first advantage is the time requirement will reduce, that is speed will enhance. The second is the space requirement for the circuit design, it will reduce. The third, the cost will reduce, and the fourth, the power requirement will reduce. That means the circuit, it will the high efficient. Therefore, for the circuit designing, always first we have to optimize, we have to find out the simplified expression. Now by using this K-map, we can find out the simplified expression for any given generalized expression. Now we'll move towards the next topic, that is the K-map. Now we'll start the simplification technique, that is a Karnaugh map method. A Karnaugh map, also called as a K-map, is a graphical representation of the logic system. It can be designed directly from either the minterm, that is a sum of product. The minterms means product. Therefore, we have considered that a sum of product, or a maxterm. The maxterm means a sum. Therefore, we have written that maxterm means it is a product of some Boolean expression. The designing of a K-map from the truth table involves an additional step of writing the minterm or the maxterm expression depending upon whether it is desired to have a minimized sum of product or a maximized product of some expression. There are the number of stages to solve, to simplify the expression by using a K-map. The first is, the first obtain the sum of product canonical or the product of some canonical form. If we have to use the K-map, then the expression must be in a canonical form. It may be a sum of product canonical or the product of some canonical. The second is obtain the sum of minterms or the product of maxterms. That's what we have called the sum of minterm. Minterm means product, that is a sum of product term, or the product of maxterm. Maxterm means sum. Therefore, it will the product of sum term. The third is construct the K-map according to the number of variables. If we have 2 variables in a given expression, then we have to design a K-map with the 4 cell. For the 3, for the 4, for the 5 variables, we have to design the different K-map. Therefore, the construction of the K-map, it will depend on the number of variables in the given expression. Now, in the case of minterm, the Karnaugh map, 1 is placed in all those squares for which the output is 1, and the 0 is placed in all those squares for which the output is 0. Means if in the minterm we have to write down 1 if it is 1, and we have to write down the 0 in the K-map if the value is 0. But there is the inverse in the maxterm. In case of the maxterm K-map, the 1 is placed in all those squares for which the output is 0. Means in the maxterm, if output is 0, then we have to write down the 1 in the K-map and 0 is placed in all those squares for which the output is 1. In both, zeros are omitted for the simplicity, and X is placed in the squares corresponding to the don't care conditions. In the given expression, there may be some don't care condition which is not a 0, which is not a 1. Then for this don't care conditions, we have to write down X in the cells of the K-map. Now we'll see about the construction of the K-map. An n variable K-map has the 2 raised to power n squares, and the each possible input is allotted a square. That is, for 2 variables we have to construct a K-map of 2 raised to power 2, that is of the 4 cells. For the like this. For the 3 variables K-map, we have to construct a K-map with 2 raised to power 3, that is of the 8 cells, like this. And for the 4 variables K-map, we have to construct a K-map with 2 raised to power 4, that is of the 16 cells, like this. These are the 3 popular K-maps for the 2 variables, 3 variables and 4 variables. That is a K-map with 4 cells, 8 cells and 16 cells. Now we'll see the types of the K-map. According to the number of variables, there are the following types of the K-map. The first is a 2 variables K-map. Now if we consider that in an given expression there are the 2 variables a and b, therefore there are the 2 raised to power 2, that is 4 input combinations of the product or the sum term, and the 4 cells are required for the K-map construction. Now to construct the K-map, we have to take care about the 3 rules. The first is that each cell designation must be unique combination of a variable. The second, the designation of adjacent rows and the adjacent columns should be the same except for the one of the literals being complemented. Means the every adjacent cell, it must have the change of only one variable. And the third is the extreme rows and extreme columns are considered adjacent. Means the first row and the last row, that's we have to consider adjacent, and the first column and last column we have to consider adjacent. Now by keeping these 3 rules in mind, we can construct the K-map like this. It is for 2 variables. In these 2 variables, the first cell, its designation is a dash b dash. Then the adjacent cells to this a dash b dash may have the change of only one variable. Therefore, its column adjacent, it is a b dash, and the row adjacent is a dash b. There is a change of only one literal. It is a dash b dash, then it is a b dash. There is a change in a, and it is a dash b. That is, there is a change of b. And the fourth, it is the a b. In this 4, you can find every adjacent cell has a change of only one variable. Therefore, now as per the mean term, the a dash b dash, it is the m0, because 0 means a complement of a variable and 1 means a variable. Therefore, for the complement of a variable a dash b dash, it will 0 0, that is m0. The next to this, it will the M1 for the A dash B. For A B dash, it will 1 0, that is M2, and the last A B, that is 1 1 in the binary. Therefore, in the decimal, it will M3. Now, these four positions are the M0, that is 0 0. Second is M1, that is 0 1. This pink, it will the 1 0, that is M2, and it will the 1 1, that is for M3. Therefore, at the time of the construction of the K-map, we have considered these columns as a variable A and these rows as a variable B, so that this column designation is 0 and second column designation is 1. The first row, its designation is 0 and the second row, its designation is 1. So that if we will find, it will the 0 0, it will 0 1, it will 1 0, and it is a 1 1. It is a K-map for the two variables. Now, the three variables K-map, if we have the any expression with the three variables A, B, C, therefore, we required a K-map with the 2 raised to power 3, that is the 8 cells, because there will be the 8 input combinations of the product or the sum term. Now, again we have to follow the three rules. By keeping these three rules in mind, we can consider these four columns as variables A, B, and these two rows as a variable C, that is A, B at the column side and C at a row side. Therefore, now the designation of the first column, it is 0 0, designation of the second column, it is 0 1. Now, designation of the third, in the second and third there must be the change of only one variable. In the first and second, these two are the adjacent, therefore there may be the change of only one variable. Therefore it is 0 0, then it have the change in the second variable, it is 0 1. Now it is the 1 0, there is a change in the only first variable, and the last is 1 0. That is a change in the second variable. And for the C, the first is 0 and second is 1. Now, if we find out the combinations for that, then it will 0 0 0, 0 0 1, 0 1 0, 0 1 1, 1 1 0, 1 1 1, 1 0 0, and 1 0 1. Therefore, if we convert these bits values into the decimal, then the designations of all these 8 cells are the 0 1 for the first column, for the second column 2 3, for the third column 6 7, and for the fourth column it is 4 5. Now we have to keep these designations in mind. Whenever we have to construct the K-map with the 8 cells, then we have to remind these designations. For the first column it is 0 1, then 2 3, 6 7, and then 4 5. So that the every adjacent cell in this K-map have the change of only one variable. If we not follow this pattern, then there will the mistakes in the following of the rules. Now the next type is for the 4 variables K-map. If we have the any expression with the 4 variables A, B, C, D, then there will the 16 different input combinations of the product or the sum term. Therefore we required a K-map of the 16 cells. Now again, if we are to construct the K-map of the 16 cells, it must follow these 3 conditions. The first is the each cell designation must be unique combination. Second is the every adjacent rows and the adjacent column should be the same except for the one of the literal being complemented. And the third is the extreme rows and the extreme columns should be considered as the adjacent. Therefore, by keeping these three rules in mind, if we design the K-map for the 16 cells, then it contains the 4 columns and the 4 rows. Now at the column side we have written the variables A, B, and at the row side we have written variable C, D. Therefore again the first column, it has the 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. That's always we have to keep in mind. And at a row side also the sequence is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So that if we find out the designation for the every particular cell, then it will the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1 for the ABCD. It will 0, 0, 1, 0, the 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 and so on. If we convert all these combinations of the bits of the ABCD, then in a decimal, this designation will the 0, 1, 3, 2 for the first column. For the second column, it will the 4, 5, then 7, 6, then 12, 13, 15, 14, and for the last, it is 8, 9. Then by skipping 1, that is 11 and then 12, 11 then 10. Means for the first column it is a 0, 1, 3, 2. For the second it is 4, 5, 7, 6. For the third 12, 13, 15, 14. And for the last it is 8, 9, 11, 10. If we are to design the any K-map for the 16 cells, then we have to keep the designations of the columns, designations of the rows and the designation of the every cell. If we are not remind all that, then it will be difficult to construct the K-map for the 4 variables. After the construction of the K-map, we have to perform the grouping of the variables. Therefore, we will discuss the next topic, that is grouping in K-map. In construction of the K-map, we have to form the group of variables. The grouping must be according to the following conditions. The first is group should be as large as possible. That is the group of the maximum variables. The second is all the variables must be covered in a group. Means there must not be any variable in the K-map that is not covered in any of the group. The third, same variables can be used in the more than one group, but if it help to form the large group. Otherwise, it is not compulsory to repeat the any variable. But if the variable help to form the any other large group, then we can repeat it. We can form the group of 2 variables, that's we called a pair, and if we form the group of 2 variables, then it will eliminate the one variable out of these available variables. The group of 4 variables, that's we call a quad, and it will eliminate the 2 variables. If we form the group of 8 variables, that's we call octet, then this octet will eliminate the 3 variables, and the group of 16 variables, that's we call hexa, then it will eliminate the 4 variables. Means here we can form the group of 2 variables, 4 variables, 8 variables or the 16 variables. The group of 2 variables will eliminate one variable, the group of 4 variables, it will eliminate 2 variables, group of 8 variables will eliminate the 3 variables, and group of 4 variables, 16 variables, it will eliminate the 4 variables. Now we'll move towards the types of the grouping. The first is the pair, that is when the K-map contains any two adjacent variables, 1 in the sum of product and 0 in the product of sum, then we can form a group known as a pair. For example, suppose we have this 8 cells K-map for the 3 variables A, B, C. Therefore, as per the construction of the K-map, we have the 4 columns. We have defined these 4 columns as a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. And at a row side, we have the values for C, that is 0 and 1. Now, if we have the 1, 1 to this first 2 positions and to these 2 positions, then from that we can clear that we can form the group of these 2 variables, because these 2 variables are adjacent, and the group of these 2 variables again we can form because these 2 cells are adjacent. Now if we take again example, suppose we have this 8 cells K-map and we have the one for this particular positions. Now here we can form the group of first these 2 variables, because these 2 cells are the adjacent in the K-map, and we can form the second group of these 2 remaining variables, because these 2 cells are also adjacent in the K-map. Here we can form a third group also, but it is not necessary. If every variable is covered, then no need to form any extra group. The number of groups must be minimum, but group must be of the maximum variable. These are the conditions. Now we'll consider this again one example with 1, 1, 1, 1 at a particular positions. Now here a group of, that is a pair of these 2 variables we can form, a pair of these 2 last variables we can form. Now this one is remain. We have to cover all the variables in the K-map. Therefore, now we can form the group of 1 with the 1 in the same row or the 1 with the same column. So we can form the third group as the 1, 1 in the same row, or we can form the group of this, the 1, 1 in the same column also, like we have formed here in the pink color. The grouping of the any 2 variables, that's we called a pair. The second type of the grouping is a chord. When K-map contains any 4 adjacent variables, again the 1 in the sum of product and 0 in the product of sum, then we can form a group known as a chord. Suppose we have this example with the 8 cells K-map, and in these 8 cells, these 2 positions these 2 positions we have 1, 1, and these 2 positions we have 1, 1, that is in the first column and the last column. Now as per our third rule, we have seen that the extreme rows and the extreme columns, that is the first column and the last column, that's we have to consider the adjacent. Therefore these 2 positions for the first column and the 2 positions for the last column are adjacent. Hence we can form a group of these 4 variables, and the group of 4 variables, that's we call a chord. If we have the example with this 8 cell and 1, 1, 1, 1 at the particular position, now here directly we can observe that these 4 cells are adjacent. Therefore we can form a group of 4 variables. In this example, now all these 1, 1, 1, 1 in the same row are the adjacent. therefore we can form a chord, that is a group of 4 variables. Similarly, in this third example also, the 1 1 1 1, all these 4 ones are in the same row. Therefore, we can consider the adjacent and we can form a group of 4 variables, that is a chord. Now, the third type of the grouping is a octet. When the K-map contains any 8 adjacent variables, then we can form a group known as the octet. Now, in this example of the 16 cells K-map, we can observe the first column, it have all the 4 1, and in the last column again we have the 1 1 1 1. Therefore, as per the third rule, the every adjacent column and the adjacent row, here this first column and the last column, that's we can consider the adjacent. Therefore, we can form a group of these 4 of the 4 column and these 4 of the last column as a group of the 8 cells, that is a group of 8 variables, and that's we called a octet. Now, if we look again in the third column, we have the 1 1 1 1. Now, rather than forming a group of 4 variables, we can repeat the 1 1 1 1 from the last column and we can form a second group of the 8 variables for the values of the third column and the fourth column. Means the values of the fourth column are used in a group with the first column and also in a group with the third column. But it is allowed if the any cell is helping to form a large group to any other cell, then we can repeat it. Now, we'll start to solve the problem statements. The first is, suppose the function is given the mean in bracket 2 comma 6. The mean means a product and product means it is a sum of product. The value is given the 2 comma 6. At the time of the construction of the K-map, we have already covered that if we have the 3 variables, then there will the 8 unique combinations, that is 0 to 8, and the construction for the 8 cells K-map, it is as. We have to remind these designations, that is the 0 1 for the first column, 2 3, then 6 7 and 4 5. Without knowing these designations of the K-map, it is not possible to simplify the expression. Now, we'll construct the K-map with these 8 cells. At the first, these 4 columns, we have the variables A, B, and these 2 rows are for the third variable, that is C. For these 4 columns, we have the values 0 0, 0 1, 1 1 and 1 0. We have to remind this. And for the C, these values are the 0 and 1. Now, we have to find out the mean term for the 2 comma 6. As by comparing this K-map with this, we know the first column designation is 0 1, second column designation is 2 3. Therefore, I have written 1 in the cell which designation is 2. For the third column, this designation is 6 7. Therefore, again I have written 1 in the cell whose designation is 6. Means in the cell of the designation 2 and 6, we have written 1 1. Now, in the grouping, these 2 cells are adjacent, therefore we have formed a pair. This is a grouping. Now we'll see how to find out the mean term. This is a group. Now, if we look for this cell, then for that the AB value are the 0 1 and C value is 0. Therefore, its designation is 0 1 0. Plus, for this cell, the designation AB values are 1 1 and C value is 0. Therefore, it is a 1 1 0. Now, first is 0 1 0 plus 1 1 0. In this, we can consider the 0 means complement of a variable and 1 means a variable. Therefore, these two expressions will the a dash b c dash plus a b c dash. In these two, if we look, the b and c dash are same. Therefore, we can take this b and c dash outside the bracket. Then in the inside, there will a dash plus a. The a dash plus a, it is as per the identity, it will 1. That is variable or its complement, it is always 1. Therefore, it will the b c dash 1. Now, the b c dash product 1 means it is a b c dash. Finally, the mean term for that, it is a b c dash. Similarly, now we will see to solve the second problem statement. A function is given, that is a mean term of the 1, 5. Again, we will construct one K-map with the 8 cells. The 4 columns are considered with the designation 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. And the C, it is considered with the designation 0 and 1. Now in this, for the designation 1 and for the designation 5, you can compare this. For the designation 1 and for the designation 5, we have written the 1, 1. The first column and the last column are considered as the adjacent. If we find out designation for the first cell, then it is 0, 0, 1, and for this cell it is 1, 0, 1. Therefore, in this expression we have written 0, 0, 1 plus 1, 0, 1. Now, in the mean term, 0 means complement of a variable and 1 means a variable. Therefore, it is a dash b dash c plus for 1, 0, 1 it is a b dash c. In this two expression, b dash c, it is same. Therefore, we can take outside the bracket b dash c. In bracket, there will a dash plus a. A dash plus a, it is always 1. Therefore, finally it is the b dash c. The next is the example for the function with the two mean terms, that is 0, 4. Again, we have designed the K-map with the 8 cells with the 4 columns and the 2 rows. At the column side, we have defined the variables a, b as a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. And at a row side, we have defined the variable c with the values 0 and 1. Now, by referring the designation of these cells, for the cell whose designation is 0 and whose designation is 4, we have written 1, 1. Now, we know that first column and the last column are considered as an adjacent. Therefore, we have formed a pair of the cell with the designation 0 and the 4. It is 0 and the cell with 4. Now, for this pair, the designation of the first cell is 0, 0, 0 and the designation of the second cell is 1, 0, 1. It is the 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 0, 1. Therefore, the expression is a dash b dash c dash plus a b dash c. In this two, the b dash c dash, it is same. Therefore, taken as a outside the bracket. Hence, in the inside the bracket, there is a dash plus a. The a dash plus a is always 1. Therefore, finally, the expression is, that is a mean term is b dash c dash. Now, the next is to find the simplified expression for the mean term 0, 1, these designations for the cell with the designation 0, 1 and 4, 5, we have entered 1. Therefore, this cell with the designation 0, 1 and the 4, 5 are 1, 1, 1, 1. Now, to form the group, if we observe the first column and last column, these are the adjacent columns, and now here we can form a group of 4 variables. That's we called a chord. Now, this group, it has a 4 cells. The first cell with the designation 0, 0, 0, second 0, 0, 1, third 1, 0, 0, and the fourth 1, 0, 1. If we convert these values into the expression, then it is the a dash b dash c dash plus a dash b dash c plus a b dash c dash plus a b dash c. Now, if we consider the first two together and the last two together, then out of these first two, the a dash and b dash, these two are same. Therefore, we can take outside the bracket. Inside the bracket, there is a c dash plus c. And out of these last two expressions, the a and b dash, it is same. Therefore, we have taken outside the bracket. Again, inside the bracket, there is a c dash plus c. A variable plus its complement, it is always 1. Therefore, c dash plus c, it will 1. Finally, we have the expression that is a dash b dash plus a b dash. Again, if we consider these two expressions, then in these two, the b dash is same. Therefore, we can take this b dash outside the bracket. Therefore, in the bracket, there will the a dash plus a plus a. The a dash plus a, it is 1. Therefore, finally, we have a simplified expression that is only b dash. Here, we have the total 3 variables a, b, c, and we have formed the group of 4 variables. Therefore, the 2 variables are eliminated out of 3, and finally, there is only the expression with 1 variable. Before that, when we have formed the group of 2 variables, then only 1 variable was eliminated. But now here, the 2 variables are eliminated. The next is a mean term with the 7, 15. Now, the 15, it is greater than 7. Therefore, we have to construct a K-map with the 4 variables, that is K-map with 16 cells. Now we already know the construction of the 16 cells K-map. We have to use the 4 columns and the 4 rows. At the column side, we have to define first 2 variables a, b, and at the row side, we have to define next 2 variables c, d. The designation for the a, b, it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0, and same for the row, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. So that in this 16 cells K-map, the designations will like this. For the first column, 0, 1, 3, 2. For the second column, 4, 5, 7, 6. For the third column, 12, 13, 15, 14. And for the last column, 8, 9, 11, 10. For the cell of the designation 7 and 15, in this K-map we have written 1, 1. Now, we have to perform the grouping of these 2 variables. These 2 variables are the adjacent. Therefore, we have make a group of these 2 variables called as a pair. Now here, the designation of the first cell, it is 0, 1, 1, 1. And second is 1, 1, 1, 1. Therefore, we have written 0, 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, 1, 1. The equivalent expression, it is the a dash b c d plus a b c d. Now, among these two, the b c d is same. Therefore, we have taken common outside the bracket. Then inside the bracket, there is the a dash plus a. The a dash plus a is 1, therefore finally it is the b, c, d. We have formed a group of 2 variables, therefore out of these 4, only 1 variable is eliminated. The next is a function with the mean terms 1, 9. Again, we have to construct a K-map with the 16 cells. For the cell designation 1 and the cell designation 9, we have entered 1, 1. This 1 belongs to the first column and this second one belongs to the last column, and the first and last column are considered as the adjacent. Therefore, we have formed a group of these two variables. We have written the designation for the first, it is 0, 0, 0. The expression is the a dash b dash c dash d plus a b dash c dash d. Now among these two, the b dash, c dash and d are same, therefore taken outside the bracket. Then inside the bracket there is only the a dash plus a, and it is finally 1. Therefore at last we have the simplified expression with the elimination of the one term, and it is the b dash c dash d. We'll move to the next example, the function with the mean term 0, 2. Again we have constructed a K-map with the 16 cells. For the cell with the designation 0 and the cell of the designation 2, we have entered the 1, 1. This first is belongs to the first row and the second is belongs to the last row. Therefore the adjacent, these two extreme rows are considered as an adjacent rows. We have make a pair of these two variables. To find out the simplified expression, we have written the designation of first cell, that is 0, 0, 0, 0 plus the second 0, 0, 1, 0. The expression is the a dash b dash c dash d dash plus a dash b dash c d dash. Among these two, the a dash b dash d dash, it is same, therefore taken outside the bracket. Then inside the bracket we have only the c dash plus c, and it is equals to 1. Therefore final expression is a dash b dash d dash. The next example is for the function truth table, this K-map for the 16 cells, but it is possible if we construct the K-map of the 8 cells also. But it's okay if we construct the K-map of the 16 cell. Now, in this 16 cells K-map, for the cell of the designation 5 and 7, we have written 1, 1. These two cells are the adjacent cells, therefore directly we have formed a group of these two variables called a pair. The designation of the first cell is 0, 1, 0, 1, and for the second is 0, 1, 1, 1. You have to check the a, b and c, d values. Therefore expression is the a dash b c dash d plus a dash b c d. Among these two, now the a dash b d, these three are the same. Therefore inside a bracket only remaining term is c dash plus c, and c dash plus c, it is equals to 1. Therefore finally we have the simplified expression a dash b c, a dash b d. Likewise, we can solve any simplification of the given mean term. Now in the next example, the function is with the 4 mean terms, that is 8, 9, 12, 13. We have constructed a truth table of the 16 cells. Now by referring this, the designations, the cell of the designation 8, 9, 12 and understand to form a group of these 4 cells. Now, how to find out the simplified expression? Then, We have to consider the designation of the first cell, that is 1100, designation of the second cell plus 1101, designation of the third cell, that is 1000, and the designation of the fourth cell, that is 1001. Now in this 4, we'll consider these first two together and the last two together. If we convert this into the expression, then it will the A B C dash D dash plus A B C dash D plus A B dash C dash D dash plus A B dash C dash D. Now among these first two, the A, B and C dash, it is same, and among these last two, the A, B dash, C dash is same. Therefore we have taken this A, B, C dash outside the bracket, then inside the bracket there is only the D dash plus D, and for the second we have taken the A, B dash, C dash outside the bracket, then in the bracket again there is a D dash plus D. The D dash plus D means 1, therefore we can ignore it. Now there are the two expressions, the A, B dash, C plus A, B dash, C dash. Among these two, again we can take the A, C dash outside the bracket, then in the bracket there is a B plus B dash. The B plus B dash is nothing but 1, therefore finally we have a simplified expression, that is A, C dash. Now we can check a group of 4 variables eliminated the 2 variables out of 4. The B is eliminated here and the D is eliminated in the third term. Now we can solve this given mean term by using this K-map and by considering this Boolean algebra. But is there any simplified technique? Then yes, there is one easy way to find out a simplified expression for the given mean term. If suppose we have a square like the group of 4 variables, then we can consider the any 2 diagonal elements, either this right side right shifted or this left shifted, the any 2 diagonal elements. Now here we have considered this A, B, C, D. The first element is this, that is for the designation 1100. Therefore we have written the 1100 for the A, B, C, D. One as a CD, that is 10101. Now in this 2 we'll compare the values. For the A, both the values are 1 1, therefore there will not the cancellation of any term. For the B, first value is 1, but for the second variable it is 0, therefore the B it will eliminate. For the C, both the values are 0 0, therefore it will not eliminate, and for the D, these values are the 0 1, therefore again these values will eliminate, that is the variable D will eliminate. Therefore what remains, then for the A we have 1, therefore there will A, and for the C there is a 0, therefore the final simplified expression is A, C dash. We'll continue for the next example. The function is given with the 4 mean terms 1, 3, 9, 11. Now it is easy to construct the K-map with the 16 cells and to write down the values at a particular designation, that is a cell with the designation 1, 3 in the first column and 9, 11 in the last column. Now to find out expression, will not going to use all the designations and then taking the common terms outside the bracket and then the elimination. Directly we can consider the any 2 diagonal elements, any 2 diagonal variables. Now here we have considered this first one and therefore in this table we have written the designation of the first diagonal element is 1, therefore its value is 1011. Now we have written these values, the designation values for these variables. Now here for these two variables value of the a is 0 and 1, therefore a is eliminated. For the b both values are 0 0, no elimination. For the c these both values, one is 0 and one is 1, therefore the c it is eliminated. And for the d both are 1 1, therefore no elimination. Now for the b it is 0, therefore in the expression we have to write down b dash, the complement of b, and for the d it is 1, therefore simply we have to write down the d. That means the final simplified expression is b dash d. If we have a square of the group of the four variables, then we can consider the any two diagonal elements, and then we can find out a simplified expression. Now the next is with a function 1 5 9 13. We have constructed the truth table, this K map. In this K map, as per the values for the designation 1 5 13 and 9, we have entered 1 1 1 1. Now we can construct this group and the table according to this. Now this group of the four, it is not square, we cannot check the diagonal elements, therefore for the a and b we can consider the zeros. 0. And at a row side, this group only belongs to a single row, therefore it is a 0 1. Now this a and b, this is 0 0, and for the third it is 1 1, therefore this 0 0 and 1 1 eliminated each other. And the two which are in the green color, it is 0 1 and the last is 1 0, therefore again these two eliminated each other. Means there is no any term for the a and b. Then what remains for the c? Then c it is 0 and d it is 1, therefore final expression is c dash d. The next similar example, a function with the mean terms 12, 13, 14, 15. Here if we have constructed a truth table, then for the designation cell 12, 13, 14, 15, we have written 1, 1, 1, 1. Now at a row side, this chord belongs to the four rows, therefore directly we can understand that this all the rows will eliminate each other. There will not any term for the CD. And at the upper side, at a column side, it belongs to only the one column and its designation is 1 1. Therefore finally its simplified expression it will AB. Now we'll check. We have designed this table. Now at a AB, all these four cells belongs to a same column, therefore it is a 1 1. And now for the CD, that is at the row side, the first belongs to the 0 0, second 1 1 eliminated each other, and the row 0 1 and the 1 0, it is eliminated each other. Finally there is only the A and B, these values are 1 1, therefore the final simplified expression is AB. The next is the function with the mean terms 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now in this, if we construct the K map and if we have entered the 1 for the cell designation 4, 5, 6, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15, then it will look like this. Now if we observe, it is an octet, and this octet belongs to all 4 rows. Therefore, the row entry, that is CD, will eliminate, and this octet belongs to the 2 columns. The first column is 0 1 and the second is 1 1. Therefore, in this 2, the A and the complement of A, it is available, and for the B there is a 1 1. Therefore, again the A will eliminate, and finally there will answer B. Now we'll check as per our method. If we design this table, then it belongs to the 2 columns, the 0 1 and 1 1. Therefore, we have written, and at a row side it belongs to the 4 rows, that is 0 0 0 1 1 1 and 1 0. Now the first and the third, that is 0 0 and 1 1, eliminated each other, and the 0 1 and 1 0, therefore again A is eliminated, and the remaining is only the B, and this B, its value is 1. Therefore, finally simplified expression is only B. A group of the 8 variables eliminate 3 variables. Now here you can observe, out of the 4 variables A, B, C, D, A is eliminated, C is eliminated, and D is also eliminated. Then the remaining is only a variable B. The next is an example with the mean terms 0, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. If we design the K-map and we enter a value 1 for the particular designation ID, then for the first column all the 4 cells will 1, and for the last column all these 4 cells will 1. Now again you can check this octet, it belongs to all the 4 rows. Therefore, CD, these 2 variables will eliminate, and at the upper side, at the column side, it belongs to the 0 0 and 1 0. Again there is a complement of A. In the first, A value is 0, in the second, A value is 1. Therefore, this 0 and 1 will eliminate each other. Then there will only the 0 for the B, that is the final expression will the B dash. Now we'll check as per our method. If we design this table, then the A for the first column is 0 and for the second is 1. The B for the first is 0 and for the second it is 0. For the CD it is 0 0, second is 0 1, third 1 1, and for the fourth 1 0. Therefore, the first and third 0 0 1 1, they eliminated each other, and this 0 1 and 1 0 eliminated each other, and the entry for the A are the 0 and 1. Therefore, A is also eliminated. Then what's remain? The 0 for the B. Therefore, finally simplified expression is B dash. It is a way to find out a simplified expression. There is no any need to solve all these expressions. Now the next is to find out the expression for the mean term 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 13, 11, 13, 15. If we construct the K-map of the 16 cells and we enter the 1 for the particular cell designation, then in this K-map, the second row and the third row, all these values are 1. These 8 cells are adjacent, therefore we can form a group of these 8 cells called as octet. Entries will eliminate it. That is, the A and B will eliminate. At a left side, this group belongs to the 2 rows. The first is 0 1 and the second is 1 1. In this, the entry of the C, it is 0 and 1, therefore C will eliminate and there will only the 1 for the D. Therefore finally its answer will D. Now we'll check as per our method. If we consider this group and we form this table for the variables A, B, C, D, then the first column to which this group belong, it is a 0, 0, second is 0, 1, third is 1, 1 and the fourth is 1, 0. The first and third 0, 0, 1, 1 eliminated each other and the second and fourth, that is 0, 1 and 1, 0 eliminated each other. Then it belongs to the first row, that is the 0, 1 and the second row 1, 1. But now if we check for the C, then there are the two entries, that is 0, 1, therefore C is also eliminated and finally there is only the 1 for the variable D. And therefore the finalized expression is the capital D. A, B, C, all these three variables are eliminated. Now the next is an example for the function with the mean terms 2, 4, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. If we design the K-map and we enter a 1 for the particular position 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and 14, then it will look like this. Now the first row and the last row, that we can consider the adjacent, therefore we have formed a group of 8 cells. Now here this octet, it belongs to all 4 columns, therefore all the 4 entries for the column will eliminate it. Therefore there will not any term for the variable A and B. At a row side, this octet belongs to the first row and the last row. The value of the C and D for the first row, it is 0, 0 and for the second it is 1, 0. Therefore the variable C, it will again eliminate because it is a 0 for the first and 1 for the second. Then what remains? Then there will only the 0 for the variable D. Therefore final expression will get the D dash. Then there will the 4 entries for the column, that is the A and B, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. The first and third, these two eliminate each other and the 0, 1 and the 1, 0 eliminate each other. For the C, there are two entries 0 and 1, therefore C also eliminated. Now what's remain? Then there is only the 0 for the D, therefore the final simplified expression is D dash. The next example is for the function 0, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15. If we design the K-map of the 16 cells and if we enter the 1 for this particular cell designation, the 0, it is the left upper corner, 2, the bottom left corner, 8, the right upper corner and 10, that is the right bottom corner, 5, 7, 13 and 15 in the middle. Then this K-map will look like this. Now here if we observe, it is a one corner, the second is a corner, the third is a corner and fourth is also a corner. If we are the 1, 1, 1, 1 at the 4 corners in the 16 cell K-map, then we can consider this 4 cell as an adjacent cell. How to find out the expression? Then in this first, and this, or this first and this. Here we have considered the first, that is 0 0 0 0, because it is a 0, and the second for this variable, that is a 10. That's why it is a 1 0 1 0. Now for that A, there are the two entries 0 1, that's why A, it is eliminated. For the B, both are 0 0, it will not eliminate. For the C, it is 0 1, that's why C, it is eliminated. And the D, both are 0 0, therefore it will not eliminate. Finally, the expression for this group of the four corners, it will the B dash D dash. Now we have to find out the expression for this middle, the group of these four. Then again we know we have to consider the any two diagonal variables. Now in that we have considered the first, that is 0 1 0 1, that is a variable at a designation 5, and the next we have considered at a 15, that is 1 1 1 1. Now if we observe this table, the A, it is eliminated because these entries are the 0 and 1, and C is eliminated because these entries are 0 and 1. Then what's remain? The B with a value 1 and D with a value 1. Therefore the expression will the BD. At last we have to find out the sum of the product terms, therefore it will B dash D dash. Find the mean term for the following expression using the K-map. The function is given for the three variables A, B, C, D, and the mean terms are given the 2, 3, 5, 7. In the solution, we have to write down the sum theory first, that in above given to table there are the three input variables A, B and C and a single output variable capital F. Therefore, the number of cells required is 2 raised to power 3, that is equals to 8. That means we have to use the three variables K-map. Initially, we have to define a given truth table values into the mean term for the sum of product by considering only the logic 1 value from the above expression. That means if we construct this table, this K-map of the 8 cells, that is 3 variables K-map, we have to consider the entry 1 for this particular designation. Now we are familiar with the cell designation. In this, the first column designations are the 0 1, second column 2 3, therefore we have written the 1 1. For the third, it is the 6 7, and the last is 4 5. Therefore this 5 and 7, these two are the 1 1. Now here we have make a group of these two. This group at the upper side belongs to only the one column, and it is a 0 1, therefore we have written the A bar B, that is A dash B, and at a row side it belongs to the both, that is C for the value 0 and 1, therefore C is eliminated. 1 0. Therefore this second entry will eliminate because it is a 1 in the first and 0 in the second. The remaining is 1 for the A, therefore we have written A, and at a row side it belongs to the C for the value 1, therefore it is C. Finally this function is equals to the A bar B plus AC. The second problem is simplify the given Boolean function. The function is given for the three variables small a, small b, small c with the values 0, 1, 4, 6. Now there are the three variables, therefore we have to construct the K-map of the 8 cells. How to construct this K-map? Then we have to construct this K-map with the 4 columns and the 2 rows. At a upper side, at a column side, we have to consider the 2 variables a, b, and at a row side we have to consider a third variable c. Now, the designations for the columns are defined. These are the decided, that is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. And for the C, it is 0, 1. Now we have to write down the designations if we are not clear. For the first column 0, 1, second column 2, 3, the fourth column 4, 5 and then third column 6, 7. As per the given function, we have to enter 1 for the 0, then 1 for the 1, 1 at the 4 and 1 at the 6. Now, according to the rules of the grouping, we can form a pair of these two variables and a pair of these two variables. One column, that is 0, 0, therefore it will A dash B dash, and at a row side it belongs to the both rows, therefore C will eliminate. Final expression for the first group is the A dash B dash. Similarly, the expression for the second group, it belongs to the two columns. In these two columns, the values are the 1, 1 and 1, 0. Therefore, the second entry will cancel and there will only the 1 for the A. And at a row side, it belongs to the C of the value 0. Therefore, its expression is the A C dash. The finally function is equals to the A dash B dash plus A C dash. The third problem statement is for the function ABC of the values 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now again we have to construct a K-map of the 8 cells, that is of the 4 columns and the 2 rows. We have to assign the designation values of the columns and the rows. We have to write down the designations of the cell, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the fourth row, fourth column and then 6, 7 in the third column. We have to write down the 1 for the cell designations. Now here we have to form the group. At the time of the forming of the group, we have to form the group of the maximum variables. And the first column and the last column, that's we can consider the adjacent. Therefore, we can form a group of these 4 variables. Then next, we have to form the group of these 2 and the third group of these 2. There are the 3 groups. Now, the task is to find out the expression. For the group of 4 variables, it belongs to the 2 columns and the 2 rows. The 2 columns are the 0, 0 and 1, 0. Therefore, A will eliminate. There will a B dash because it is a 0. And at a row side, it belongs to the both row. Therefore, C will eliminate. And finally, its expression is the B dash. Now, for the second group of the 2 variables, it belongs to the again 2 columns 1, 1 and 1, 0. Therefore, this 1 and 0 of the B will eliminate and there will 1 for the A. And at a row side it belongs to the 0 for the C. Therefore, its expression is the A C dash. And for this third group, it belongs to the 2 columns, that is 0, 0 and 0, 1. Therefore, B is eliminated. There is a dash and it belongs to the C of the value 1. Therefore, it is a C. Finally, the function, it is equals to the B dash plus A C dash plus A dash C. Fourth problem statement is to simplify the given Boolean function. Now, the function, it is with the 4 variables A, B, C, D. And with the mean terms 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 and 15. Therefore, now to simplify this given function, we required a K-map of the 2 raised to power 4, that is equals to the 16 cells. Now we know the construction of the K-map for the 16 cells. It is with the 4 columns and the 4 rows. At the upper side we have the variables A, B, and at the row side we have the variable C, D. Now the designations for these 4 columns are the 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. And similarly the designations for the rows are the 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1 and 1, 0. Now we know the designation for the every respective cell. The designations for the first columns are the 0, 1, 3, 2. For the second columns are the 4, 5, 7, 6. For the third columns are the 12, 13, 15, 14, and for the last column are the 8, 9, 11, 10. Now we have to enter the 1 for the particular cell designation. With the 1 at a cell designation 0, at a 1, at a 4, at a 5, at a 6, then 13 and the 15. The next task is to form the group. These 4 cells are the adjacent cells. Expression for this group, it will at a column side it belongs to the 2 columns 0, 0 and 0, 1. Therefore the B will eliminate and there will only the A dash, and at a row side it belongs to the 0, 0 and 0, 1. Due to the 0 and 1 the D will eliminate and the remaining is only the C dash. Therefore its expression is the A dash C dash. Now second group we can form these 2, the first which belongs to the first row and the belongs to the last row. We have seen that the first row and the last row are considered as the adjacent. Now the expression for this, it belongs to the 0 and 1, only one column, therefore it will the A dash B, and it belongs to the 2 rows, the 0, 0 and 1, 0. Therefore C will eliminate and the remaining is the D dash. Finally it is A dash B D dash. The third group we can form for the cell designation 13 and 15. Now this pair belongs to a single column with the values 1, 1. Therefore remaining is D. Therefore its expression is the A, B, D. Finally the function, it is a sum of product. Therefore it is the A dash C dash plus A dash B D dash plus A B D. Now we'll see the next 5th problem statement to find out the mean terms for the following expression using the K-map. The function with the 4 variables A, B, C, D is given with the mean terms 0, 2, 5, 7, 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, now we know we have to construct a K-map of the 16 cells. We can construct the K-map of the 16 cell like this. Now here we have to enter 1 at a cell designation 0, 2, 5, 7, 12, 13, 14 and 15. The next task is to form the group. The first group we can form the one that belongs to the first row and the one that belongs to the last row. Therefore the expression for this pair, it belongs to only one column, that is 0, 0. Therefore A dash B dash, and it belongs to the 2 rows, that is 0, 0 and 1, 0. Therefore C will eliminate and the remaining is the D dash. Therefore it is A dash B dash D dash. The second group we can form these 4 ones that belongs to a single column. Now this single column, the values are the A, B. Therefore its expression is the AB, and these 4 cells belongs to the all 4 rows. Therefore all the row entries will eliminate. Finally the expression is AB. Now this 1 1 we can form a pair, but again if we use this 1 1, then we can form a group of the 4 variables, and we know the rule that the group it must be of the maximum variables. Therefore we have formed the group of these 4, that's we call a chord. Now this chord belongs to the 2 columns and the 2 rows. Therefore out of this AB, the A is eliminated and the remaining is B, and out of this CD it is a 0 1 and 1 1. Therefore C is eliminated and the remaining is D. Therefore finally we have the expression BD. The final expression for the function is the A dash B dash D dash plus A B plus BD. Perform a pair, that is a grouping of the 2 variables, then 1 variable will eliminate. The grouping of the 4 variables, then 2 variables will eliminate. The grouping of the 8 variables, then 3 variables will eliminate. And the grouping of the 16 variables, then all the 4 variables will eliminate. We have to remind the 3 rules. The group it must be of the maximum variables. The second, there must be the minimum number of groups. And the third, that this adjacent cells, or we can consider the every extreme rows and columns as an adjacent cells. By keeping these 3 rules in mind, we can form a K-map, we can construct a K-map, we can form a group, and then finally we can find out a simplified expression. Thank you for watching this video. If you like all these videos, then I request you to subscribe the channel and like this video. Thank you.